Hello, hello. Welcome to Weekend Wellness with Miss Deech. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you got to eat lots and lots of turkey and yummy food like I did. So today we are going to do a mindful movement practice. Just to kind of build a little bit of heat in the body and bring our awareness to the present moment, which has all kinds of benefits to the mind and body. So again, this is going to be a mindful movement practice. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we're going to go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat. So again, I like to have my hips elevated. When I take a comfortable seat, you don't have to have a yoga bolster to do that. You can just sit on a pillow if you like, or on the ground is fine too. Or maybe you take a blanket and fold it a couple of times and then put it underneath your sacrum, your bottom, to just elevate those hips a little bit. Sometimes that feels really nice, especially early in the morning, to just have those hips elevated when we're a little tight from just getting up. All right, and we're going to go ahead and put our hands on our knees. Take a minute, get settled in, and go inward. First, just noticing the breath. Close your eyes, you're fine. A soft gaze in front of you. Relax the face and the jaw. And bring your awareness to your breath. And to go ahead and get us started, we're going to take 3 collective breaths. So we're going to inhale through the nose. And exhale, audible sigh. Relax those shoulders down the back. Inhale deeply. And exhale. One more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. This time we're going to take our arms out and up as we inhale, reach towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more times. Inhale up, look up, reach up, and exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up, look up, reach up, and exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's get ready to flow. We're going to warm up the body a little bit. You can remove whatever it was you were sitting on, okay, if you were sitting on something. And we're going to come into tabletop, which is all fours, fingers spread wide, pressing firmly down into the ground of the mat, tops of feet down, face down to the ground. And we're going to inhale, look up, belly drops, cow pose. And exhale, round into cat, your Halloween cat. Let that neck hang heavy. Maybe you shake it, yes, no. And exhale into cow. Inhale into cat. And exhale into cow. Drop that belly. Look up. And we're going to inhale into cat. And exhale into cow. Take a few moments to just do this on your own right now. Maybe you find a little movement, sway your hips back and forth, whatever feels right for you and your body. So again, we're going to inhale into cat. Exhale, cow. And just do this on your own for a couple rounds. Remembering to breathe. And now we're going to take our knees wide, bring our big toes to touch, and we're going to lower down into child's pose. Hands reaching out long, fingers still spread wide, hips pressing down and back towards those feet. Lower that forehead to the mat or floor. And we're just going to take a couple breaths here, stretching out our back. We're going to inhale deeply and seal those lips and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, coming back up and into tabletop. Okay, and we're going to do our first downward dog. So we're going to lift our hips up high, curl our back toes, and come into our first downward dog. Okay, you should be reaching those heels towards the floor. It's okay if they don't touch. Maybe you walk your dog out a little bit. So this is our first one of the day. So you bend one knee and then the other. Remembering to breathe in and out. Walk the dog. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Okay, find some stillness. Breathe into the back of those legs. Fingers spread wide. Hands pressing firmly down into the ground. And we breathe. Breathe into any tight spots that you have in the back of your legs. And exhale. Walk those hands slowly back towards your toes. And we'll find our first forward fold. So letting the head hang heavy here. Maybe shake it yes or no. And maybe we find ragdoll where we grab opposite elbows. Relax. Let gravity do all the work here. And just breathe. Maybe you find a little bend in your knees because your legs are really tight today. That's fine too. Rest that belly on the tops of the thighs and just hang out here for a minute. Breathing. I sometimes like to find a little movement and sway, bending one knee and then the other. Remembering to let that head hang heavy, let gravity do the work here. And then we drop our hands to the floor. And we're going to inhale to a halfway lift, hands on shins, flat back, crown of the head extending forward. And we breathe. And exhale, fold. Swan dive all the way up with a flat back to extended mountain pose. So we bend the knees a little bit and we inhale, flat back, swan dive up, look up, hands up. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do one more half sun A salutation. We're going to inhale, arms up, extend the mountain. And exhale, forward fold, flat back down. And we're going to inhale, hands to shins, flat back, halfway lifts. And exhale, fold. And those knees a little bit. We're going to swan dive up, inhale, up, exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to go into our full sun ace, which is also known as Chaturanga. And this is going to warm our body up for the warrior sequence we're going to be doing today. So we are going to, once again, okay, feet pressing firmly into the ground. Activate those legs. Pull those kneecaps up. Okay, you want to have active legs here. Okay, this is a very active, strong pose. So we're going to inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. And now we're going to walk our hands out and find plank position. Okay, also known as push-up position. So our shoulders are directly over our wrists, our toes are curled, our backs are flat. And if you would like to modify this pose and drop those knees, that's fine too. Okay, whatever feels good for you and your body. Remembering, don't mind my doggies. Remembering that yoga is all about feeling good in your own body. So whatever works for you is what you should do. If anything ever hurts, don't do it. Okay, so I'm going to lift my knees and find plank position. And then I'm going to tuck my elbows in close to my body, and I'm going to lower down slowly to my belly. Okay, and I'm going to uncurl my toes. And then I'm going to lift up into Cobra Pose. Inhaling on the way up. Arch that back, look up. Okay, and then exhale, forehead to ground. Couple more times. Inhale into Cobra. And exhale, forehead to ground. One more time. Inhale into Cobra. And exhale, forehead to ground. And then coming either through tabletop or back into plank. I'm going to lift my body up. And I'm going to push my hips back into downward dog. And inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to slowly walk your feet towards your hands, okay? Or you can tippy toe, or you can float, bending your knees, looking forward, and hopping up to the front of the mat. And then we're going to straighten our legs and come into a forward fold, letting that head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan diving up into extended mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, warming up the body here. We're going to inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Okay, stepping our toes back into plank position again. Remembering you can always lower your knees here. Okay, so we're going to inhale in plank and then slowly lower down to the ground. Uncurl those toes, lift up to do Cobra, or maybe you lift up to upward facing dog this time. Breathe. And curl those toes, exhale, back into down dog. Breathing, inhale deeply. And exhale, maybe you sigh it out. Look up to your hands, tippy toe, walk, step, or hop up to the front of your mat. And we're going to straighten our legs into forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. All the way up into extended mountain. Bend those knees, lift those arms up high towards the sky. Look up and exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to start our little warrior sequence. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into chair Pose. So your feet should be either together or hip distance apart, whatever feels good to you. Okay. And then we're going to inhale our arms up. Okay. Bringing our shoulders towards our ears. And then we're going to sit back and sink our hips down towards the ground. Knees bent. Knees should be aligned. They should not be one in front of the other. You want to make sure they're aligned. You want your weight back into your heels. Okay, and you should be able to lift your toes in this pose. Okay, this is a very strong pose. Just pull those shoulders down your back. Hands extended upwards towards the sky. Maybe you inhale and sink a little deeper. Exhale. Legs are probably turning on a little bit, feeling a little bit of a burn. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little deeper. And then we're going to grow heavy into our right foot. And we're going to step our left leg back wide. Okay. Bringing our foot to a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to turn and square our hips towards the front of the room. Okay. Gaze soften out in front of you. Warrior one. And we're going to breathe. And exhale. Knees should be bent. You should still be able to see your big toe in front of you. Okay, back leg straight and strong, pushing into that outer edge of the foot. Foot should be a 45-degree angle. And we breathe. And then now we're going to bring our hands back down and behind us. And we're going to clasp our hands. And then we're going to straighten them, reach them towards the back of the room. Stretching out those shoulders. Breathing in deeply. And exhale. And we're going to go into warrior. We're going to humble our warrior. Okay. So we're going to breathe and then we're going to lean forward. And then we're going to drop our heads down towards the ground. Humble warrior. Breathing. Exhale. And we're going to bring it on up. Nice and slow. Breathe. And exhale. Unclasp those hands. Reach those arms up high. And exhale. Bring your back foot up to meet the front. Okay, and we're going to rinse it out with a little half sundae. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Bring those arms up high, extended melon. And exhale into chair pose. Okay, sitting back. Weight evenly distributed in the feet. You want your weight back in your heels. You should be able to lift your toes here. Knees aligned. Grow heavy in that left foot now, and we're going to step our right foot back, angle it at angle the foot at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Legs or thighs should be parallel to the ground. Turn those hips towards the front of the room. Warrior one. Inhale and exhale. Take those arms down, clasp your hands, straighten them, reach towards the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, humble your warrior, bringing your head reaching down towards the ground, let it hang heavy. Arms up as high as you can. They don't come all the way up if they're kind of stiff and sore, that's fine. Okay, they can be down here. Okay, you're not dumping and resting on your leg here. Inhale. And exhale back into warrior one. And then we're gonna inhale that right foot up to the front of the mat. And take a half sun A to rinse it out. So inhale those arms up into extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And we're gonna inhale those arms up. And exhale back into chair pose. We're gonna do a little warrior two sequence here. So in our chair pose, we're inhaling deeply. And then we're going heavy into that right foot and then stepping our left foot back wide. Again, we want our back foot to be at a 45-degree angle. And then we're gonna exhale, bend that knee and bring our arms to a T, gazing over our middle finger. Knee bent deeply. You want your thigh as parallel to the ground as you can. And we're gonna inhale. Exhale, reach forward. And then peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Back hand on the thigh. Right arm lifted up high. Stretch that side body. Breathing. And exhale. This time we're going to exhale, cartwheel our hands down to frame the foot. Okay, and then step back into our plank pose, knees lowered if you need, and then we're going to lower down to the ground. Inhale up into cobra or up dog, and then back into downward dog. Breathing here. If you're feeling a little tired right now, okay, getting a little sweaty, working the body, building some heat, maybe you bring your knees down wide, big toes to touch, and come into child's pose instead of downward facing dog. Whatever feels good to you, whatever your body is calling for. Okay, I'm gonna go back up into my down dog. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, float, step, or walk those feet forward towards your hands. Look up towards the hands, and then step up to the front of your mat. And then we're forward folding. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Extended mountain. And exhale, palms to heart center. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time on the other side. So we're gonna inhale our arms up and exhale back down into chair pose. Okay, feet together or hip distance apart. Toes should be able to be lifted off the ground, pressing back into our heels, reaching our tailbones towards the ground. And we inhale and exhale. Grow heavy in that left foot. Okay, come up onto the toes of that right foot, and then we step our legs back wide, 45-degree angle, hands to a T. Knee bent deeply. Warrior two. Inhale. And exhale. Strong warrior here. This is a strong pose. You are strong. You are a warrior. We're going to inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lift up into reverse warrior, peaceful warrior, hand on the back thigh. Knees still bent. Strong legs here. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel those hands down to frame the feet. Stepping back into plank or modified plank with the knees down. And we're going to chaturanga lower down to the ground, flipping our feet up, lifting up into upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Okay, you should be feeling a bit of heat in the body, a little sweaty maybe like me. This is so good for us. We're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring our knees down to the mat. Widen those legs. Big toes to touch, and then sink back into child's pose. And we're going to end here today in child's pose. So just rest. Slow down that heartbeat. Calm the body. And we're going to do 3 collective breaths here. We're going to inhale and exhale, side out. Inhale and exhale, side out. Last time. Inhale, make it your biggest breath of the day. And exhale, side out. If you want to stay here for a minute, because this feels good, please do so. Or you can sit up. I hope that made you feel well in your body and your minds. Okay, maybe gave you a little workout. I'm pretty sweaty. And that's a good thing. Okay, so this is very healthy for our bodies and minds, of course. And I am going to wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And inhaling my arms up. Bringing my palms to my third eye here in the center of my forehead. And namaste, my friends. Have a good weekend, kiddos.